What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage, and it's been a very busy day with news and automotive news and emissions and everything else. So yesterday, one of the videos I posted, which you probably saw this morning, dealing with the Congressional Review Acts and them combining everything into one bill. There's a lot of misconceptions out right now that said, you know, they voted on it yesterday and it passed. Yes and no. They actually voted on reconsidering putting them all together, and then that was approved. The actual vote is going down as we speak. And when we get back here from the intro here in just a second, I'm going to talk a little bit about that specifically. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. So yes, the Congressional Review Acts all got put together yesterday. Were approved. That's what that main vote was, to put them in. It didn't pass the law yesterday. And we're going to get directly into that. The EPA administrator and the DOT secretary are both talking at the White House in a cabinet meeting right now. So I'm actually stopping so we can go ahead and pull footage from that. But what's insane here is the amount of pullback in regulations that the EPA administrator Lee Zeldin was already able to do by himself with the president's permission. What this is going to do is to make sure that those rules for procedure in terms of emissions and making things more burdensome could never happen again. So without further ado, I'm going to stop here. I'm going to get what they said. We'll put that in here, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Lee? Mr. President, at the Biden EPA, the Green New Deal was raging. At the Biden EPA, we saw billions of tax dollars burning. At the Biden EPA, we saw industries suffocate. But at the Trump EPA, the Green New Deal is dead. At the Trump EPA, we know that we can both protect the environment and grow the economy. At 13 pages of accomplishments from our first 100 days in here, and in it, part of it is 100 environmental accomplishments at the Trump EPA. You don't have to take my word for it. We released it to the media this morning. Every single day that President Trump is in this office, there will be a major environmental accomplishment every single day of the Trump administration. At the Trump EPA, we're also launching what is the largest deregulatory action in the history of the country. We're going to be giving our director of the OMB a whole lot of work because we inherited a big mess from the Biden EPA. And working with Elon and Doge, I've canceled now $22 billion worth of grants. Now today is a special day for many reasons. The biggest reason why we're here is that this is the 100th day of the most consequential, historic first 100 days in the history of this country. Today, while we're here, the House of Representatives is voting on Congressional Review Act bills, considering the EPA waivers that were given to California's tailpipe emissions, where California set their own standards. But there should be one national standard, and right now Congress on the House side is going to be voting on that today. On a personal note, while this is a bit outside of the EPA jurisdiction, today is my last day serving in the United States Army. And I first signed up towards the end of the 90s. And I've had a chance to see a lot of national security teams over the course of the last 27 years. There has never been a national security team ever assembled that had the backs of our warriors like this national security team right now. And we have never had a president so deeply committed towards ending foreign wars instead of starting new ones. There's a reason, Mr. Vice President, why everyone is racing to join our Department of Defense. We have a Secretary of Defense who, with all due respect to our great president, would probably rather be swimming with Navy SEALs right now, be running somewhere in the Middle East with our service members. And from our Secretary of Defense to our Secretary of State, our Vice President, and more. I just want to say thank you as a veteran of our military for assembling what is the greatest national security team that I have ever seen in my 27 years associated with the United States Army.
Has Pete signed off on this retirement leave? Is that
Welcome to the island.
Thank you for your service, Lee.
Yeah, thank you.
You're doing a fantastic job. We appreciate it very much.
All right, so as you can see there, the EPA administrator talked about them voting on it today, actually, as we speak. There are multiple votes going on in the House that will address this, and we'll come back and talk about it should all of that be completed. I'm excited. I really am. I'm very excited about the progress and what's going on. And to see these congressional review acts when it comes to tailpipe emissions get rolled back, it gives people the ability to have freedom. And as Lee Zeldin said, one federal standard, not this 50 mile per gallon BS that they're trying to do out of California, not, oh, I'm in this state, so I should be able to say we're going to do this in my state. No. Federal supremacy, that is the rule. That is Article 2 of the Constitution. It's very clear. You want to be a state, you know what it is. You gotta abide by those rules. And now those emission standards will be set, and they will be federally enforced, not put together by a state. They will not be doing their own smog checks. They will not be doing any of that without federal permission. Period. Anywho's. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Stay tuned. The second I hear anything else, the second this passes, I will cut another video. You should already know that. And I will come back to you guys here. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. And as always, stay petty, my friends.